My background is horrendous. I was hanging around with a lot of drug dealers, football hooligans, and they were my friends from childhood. So it was a bit of a hectic life. I came out of prison, came straight to Murray Lodge. The night before I met Sarah, I was going to throw a towel in with my life because I was done. I've had so much trauma, and some of it is my fault. I'm not blaming anybody else, but some of it is my fault. And I was going to throw the towel in, and I planned it. I saved all my medication up, and I was going to do it that day. And then I met Sarah, and she changed my life. In Murray Lodge, we have chaplains. We have Louise, and we have Sarah and Toby who come on Monday night and do a Bible study. She suggested about praying. I laughed, disrespectfully. I did laugh and said, "What's that going to do?" But the next day I did. I went to Coventry Cathedral and I sat there for 2 hours and I cried and I unleashed what I had in my heart. And I asked for forgiveness of the hatred I've had for people. So I kept on praying. For 30 years I've had pure hatred in my heart for 3 people in my life, and I've wished horrendous things on these people. And when I spoke to God, I asked for forgiveness of them thoughts, and I felt that forgiveness, and then I said to Lord, I said, please just take everything away from me. But I had to forgive someone else because I hated him. I hated him with such a passion that I just wished horrible things on him, and I shouldn't do that because he's my brother. And when I look at him now and I say to myself, I can't say it to him because he won't understand, but when I say in my head, I forgive you now, people say, the best things in life are free. I'll second that, but the best things in life is to be free. And when I forgave him, I just the freedom I have in my heart now for that person is immense. And we do talk, we do have conversations, and that's massive. 2 years down the line, I go to church every Sunday. I go to an addiction meeting every Wednesday. I do voluntary work for the church. I help Murray Lodge as much as I can. I help the lads here as much as I can. I met 2 lads who didn't even know how to cook. Now that's a red flag for me. If you can't survive in cooking and feeding yourself, how are you going to move on from Murray Lodge and anywhere? So 2 reasons why I'm motivated to help people is, 1, I don't like seeing people struggle. So if I can just help someone just for 1 day, then I've done my job. If I can help someone for a week, even better. So yeah, I don't take it upon myself to take everybody's problems on, because I've got my own problems to sort out. But if I can help someone, then I certainly will. And that is such a different person to how I was. I wouldn't care if you didn't eat or not years ago, but now I do. So it's a massive change within me. Even my sister, who is so hardened-hearted, and my mom, they're coming around to it now. Like, my sister phoned up Sarah and said, whatever you've done with David, thank you so much, because he is a complete different person. He's not 100 miles an hour, he's calm, he's helpful, he's considerate, where I wasn't. And maybe that's not all to do with my faith. I've had to step away from my friends, from my old friends who I've grew up with all my life, but they haven't changed. And when I said to them, I can't do that now because I'm a Christian, and that's against what I believe in, some of them have laughed, but then that's their ignorance. They still phone me now and again. I think just to test me, and I always say no. And the waves of death overwhelmed me, floods of destruction swept over me. The grave wrapped its ropes around me, death laid a trap in my path. But in my distress I cried out to the Lord, yes, I cried out to my God for help. He heard me from his sanctuary, my cry reached his ears. Now that, I see God was saying, "This is what I did, Dave. Don't forget this."